what's up you guys? It's Ari. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ari. I hope you like it here and I hope you choose to stay. Today I am so excited to tell you guys that this video is sponsored by Momentary Ink. So Momentary Ink is a company that makes semi-permanent and temporary tattoos, which I will tell you the difference between the two. This is similar to a company like InkBox or the other temporary semi-permanent tattoo companies that you might see on Instagram. I've always wanted to try one of these companies with the temporary tattoos, customizable tattoos. I am old enough to get tattoos, but that scares me. So I'm super excited to try these out. I got a few things. I'm going to show you what I got, and then we're going to apply the tattoos that I got, and I'll check in with you throughout the week to show you how they're holding up. Also, if you like anything you see in the video, or you want to check out Momentary Ink yourself, you can use the code ARI for 30% off. That's a really good discount, 30% off. And this stuff, actually, I was looking on their website, these are way cheaper than the majority of other brands that I've seen that sell the same type of stuff. So I definitely recommend, if you're looking for a temporary or semi-permanent tattoo, or a customizable tattoo, or even freehand ink, which I'll also show you, I would definitely check out Momentary Ink because it's already cheap, and then you can use the code ARI to get 30% off. So without further ado, let me show you what I got. So first of all, the actual package that it came in was this, which is just cute. It's just a cute color, and it says regrets aren't my thing, bruh, you know, because like that one ad with like the regret tattoo. And then within that, it literally has like an easy opening perforated thing, but I just ripped it open. And then inside of that is the actual container with like all of the tattoos in it. It's just a cute little thing. And then there's the actual tattoos and the instructions. They also come with tattoo insurance in case anything you get is like damaged, or you apply it and it gets all messed up when you're doing it and your tattoo is ruined. They have tattoo insurance and they will send you stuff for free if your stuff is damaged. Okay, so I got semi-permanent tattoos and I got temporary tattoos. Temporary tattoos are probably more like the tattoos you know of, the kind of tattoos that you grew up getting on like Valentine's Day or Halloween, those little temporary tattoos. But the ones from Momentary Ink are a little bit different. So it's the same kind of concept. They last a couple days. They're not super long lasting. But with Momentary Ink, they have this solution right here. It's called Real Teal, and that takes the shine off the tattoo. So even though it's a temporary tattoo, it looks like a real tattoo. The first one is this rose. I thought this was really pretty because there is a tattoo I want that kind of has a similar color scheme to this, and it's probably going to be about the same size. And that tattoo I want to put right here, so I thought I would get this and put it right there to just see how it would look. The semi-permanent ones I got, I actually made my own little pack. So you can buy packs that they already have that have a few tattoo designs in them, or you can make your own pack. So I made a custom pack because I wanted like to pick out my specific tattoos. So my pack only has 3 in it, but they sent me 2 of each stencil, which is nice because I'll probably mess up. So the semi-permanent ones last 1 to 2 weeks. They're waterproof, they're vegan, and how you actually do them is you don't apply them like a temporary tattoo, but you get a stencil. This one says breathe, and then you get this ink, and it's kind of like henna with a stencil, but a little bit different. So this one, for example, is a semicolon, and you put the stencil on and then cover it in this. And then after a few hours you can take it off, and then in a few days it will develop into a real looking semi-permanent tattoo, and then it will stay on your skin for a few weeks. Alright, so let's jump into putting tattoos on myself. I am going to start with the semi-permanent ones because they do take a lot longer than the temporary ones to apply, so I figure I can let these sit while I'm applying the other ones. You are supposed to use gloves. They normally would supply you with gloves, but because of COVID they didn't have any, but luckily I have some at the warehouse that I'm filming at. Also, my hair won't part today. It's like kind of really killing my vibe. And I forgot to show you, but the semi-permanent ones I did get, this one is just a little semicolon that I'm gonna put on my finger. This one, like I showed you, says breathe, and then I thought this is cute. It just says everything is fine with the earth on actual fire. Okay, so the first one I'm doing I actually need help with, so Eva is here. She doesn't want to be on camera because she's not wearing makeup, but this one I can't reach, so I'm having her do it. But it's the everything is fine one. I want to put it right there. I don't know why. I just couldn't decide where I wanted it, so I'm just gonna put it on the back of my arm. Okay, Eva, take it away.
All right.
Okay, so Eva has applied the one I cannot reach. Now we let that sit for 1.5 to 2+ hours, so that's gonna be a while. And while that's there, I'm gonna try not to be bending my upper arm. Can you bend your upper arm? But try not to bend your skin while you're doing that. But then I'm going to do this little breathe one on my wrist, and I'm gonna do that one myself. Also, of course, these come with instructions, so you know, like cleanse the skin, wear gloves, all of the things. If you order it, it will come with instructions. Alright, that is on, waiting for that to dry and everything so I can take it off in a few hours. And off camera, I'm going to do the little semicolon on my finger. While my various tattoos are drying and developing, I'm going to do the temporary tattoo. Just for the record, you're not supposed to really be moving the areas, so maybe don't try to put a tattoo on this arm when you have one on this arm. Just a recommendation. So with the temporary tattoos, it's probably just like the temporary tattoos that you've used before. You peel off the little, I'm struggling. You peel off the little clear part, you stick it to your skin, and you put a wet paper towel over it until it slides off. Oh, that's cold. Okay. Okay, it's been about 20 seconds. So let's see if it's ready to slide off. It's sliding. That's pretty! Alright, so she is dry, and as you can see, hopefully, it's pretty shiny. This is literally gorgeous, actually. Seriously though, like look at that. So to make it less shiny and appear matte like a real tattoo, we have this little guy. This is called Real Teal, and what you're gonna do is just put a tiny bit on your glove and rub that over the tattoo. Make sure the tattoo is dry. Whoa, it like makes it blend right into my skin. This is on, and you should leave it alone. Try not to be moving it, bending it for about an hour just to make sure it's fully set. Check in on these guys. Looking good. Looking good. I did smear it, ignore that. And looking good. Hello again. It has been about an hour and a half since I have done these. It does say an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I need to go home, so I'm gonna take them off now, and hopefully they work. I'll just take off one to test if it works. I'm gonna do this one first. So let's see how the stencil works. So the Breathe stencil did like leak a little bit. So when you first take it off, they're supposed to be faint. This is extremely faint though. Ignore my veiny arm. So you can kind of see it's faint, it says Breathe, but there's these splotches from where the ink bled. And then these take 24 to, let me read my little instruction card. 24 to 36 hours, it'll be fully developed. So I will show you this in that amount of time. You take the stencil off, then you wipe it with soap and water. I wiped this one down with water just really quick to see how faded it was. It's pretty light right now, but I will show you in 24 to 36 hours how much is developed. Now let's see how this one looks. Hopefully didn't bleed like the other one did. You can barely see it on camera because my skin is so red, but I think it turned out pretty good. I think the earth turned out pretty good. I can't tell how well the words are gonna look once they have been developed. For the semicolon, I waited an extra 30 minutes just to see if that would help it be a little bit darker. And just say the longer you leave it on, the darker it'll be. So I might do these again in the future, since I have again in the past. I might do these again in the future, so because God damn. I might do these again in the future because I still have extra stencils and extra ink, and I might leave it on like much longer to see how dark I can get it. And then also the bleeding on this, I think was because we didn't shake the container enough, so it was kind of liquidy. That's just my idea. But let's see how dark the semicolon turned out. It looks kind of green, and you can barely see it in the camera, but I think it's pretty dark. It's darker than the other ones, and it didn't bleed at all. That one turned out really good. So yes, I'm going to let these develop, and I will catch back up with you in a day or two to show you how they turned out, and to show you how this guy's holding up. And I personally think that so far it looks really good. Hello, it has been I think about 4 or 5 days since I have put the tattoos on, and I wanted to show you the progress. So This temporary one that was only supposed to last a couple days has actually lasted longer than I expected it to, and it's turned out like really well. It hasn't faded or anything. If you look super closely, it has crackled a little bit, but only if you're like really staring at it, you can see that. And then around the edge, you can see it kind of peeling where it's clear, and that's because you are supposed to cut off the white around the tattoo to prevent that from happening, and I didn't do that because I'm lazy. But I think from afar and even up close, it looks pretty good. And I put this here because I wanted to get a tattoo with the same colors right here, so I put it there to like see what it would look like on me, and I personally love it, so I think I am gonna get that tattoo. As far as the semi-permanent ones, they've been lasting super well. When I first put them on, like I showed you, they were basically invisible, but after, it's supposed to take 1 or 2 days for them to fully show up, and by the time I woke up the next morning, they were completely there. So this is the semicolon. It turned out really well. The stencil didn't bleed or anything. All these semi-permanent ones, they do turn out like a blue-black, as you can see. And then the breathe one, this one I did smudge. And I think the reason that happened is because I just didn't shake the ink enough, so some of it was liquidy and it was able to leak underneath the stencil. But it does show up quite well. And then the last one, the everything is fine one that I had Eva do on the back of my arm, turned out, I think, pretty well. Even though the lettering was small, it worked through the stencil and it didn't bleed and you can still read it. It doesn't show up great on camera. But I think this one probably turned out the best. I think it just followed the stencil very well, it didn't leak, and it showed up really well. Alright, that is the end of the video. I'm really happy with these tattoos. I think I'll definitely be ordering more. And if you guys want to get your own tattoos, you can get custom ones. You can get just freehand ink, which I actually used some ink to write JoJo Siwa on my arm as a joke because my friend got Shia LaBeouf tattooed on his arm for some reason. So I put JoJo Siwa on my arm. But you can get freehand ink so that you can make your own designs. You can design a design on their website and they will pre-make it for you. And of course, there's hundreds and hundreds of designs that you can already choose from, like this rose or the semicolon or breathe or flaming earth. So yeah, if you do want to get anything off their website, I personally think it's pretty cheap already. It's cheaper than a lot of the other like semi-permanent tattoo sites that I've looked at, because I've been interested in this type of thing for a while. But also you can use my code ARI to get 30% off. I will also leave a link in the description you can click on and it'll apply that code for you. But if it doesn't work, or if you just go to momentaryink.com without using the link, enter the code ARI at checkout to get 30% off your entire order. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked the video. I will link some similar videos down below if you want to see more content like this. Otherwise, if you want, you can take a peek at my channel and see if there is anything else on there that you might find interesting. Also, if you want to subscribe, that would be lovely. You don't have to though. Alright, I love you guys so much. I will see you on the streets. Stay safe, be smart. I need to figure out an outro because I change it every day. I love you, and peace out. Let me live my life.